Hey Aries and cross watchers, welcome. So just a quick reminder that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? At least not 100%. So take what does resonate and leave out whatever doesn't. Also, if you find that this reading isn't resonating with you, there is a link down below if you're not familiar with the other signs in your chart, okay? It's free to use. It's also good to check out the other signs in your chart to get other points of view or other perspectives on your situation. Entirely up to you what you decide to do. Also, keep in mind that this reading is timeless, okay? So, this could be drenching up the past, this could have to do with the present, or this could just have to do with your current path, where your current path is leading. And that when it comes to futuristic situations, it's not set in stone, okay? So do keep that in mind as well. All right, so with that said, let's begin. Okay, so this week I will be doing romantic reading. So I will start off by shuffling the Love Oracle cards, but it is called the Wellness Island Time Wellness, okay? Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and spirit guides, what romantic insight do you have for Aries? What romantic insight do you have for Aries? Okay, feels good. So if you want to skip past all the shuffling and stuff, there should be a link, or not a link, there should be a comment down below with the timestamp to go directly to the reading, okay? So Holy Spirit, guide angels, and spirit guides, what romantic insight do you have for Aries? What do you have for Aries? Okay, feels good. Now I'm gonna shuffle the Fairy Lenormand. Okay, so Holy Spirit, guide angels, and spirit guides, what romantic insight do you have for Aries? What romantic insight do you have? Okay, feels good. And then for the end of the reading, Archangel Oracle. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and spirit guides, what messages do you have for Aries regarding the romantic love life? The romantic messages do you have for Aries? All right, feels good. Now we're gonna get into the actual reading. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from the Island Time Wellness deck, okay? So just to get the overall energy of your relationship. So we have the Chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues, okay? So somebody definitely is like, I don't want to say necessarily clingy, okay, but kind of, I guess clingy could be the way, but I don't know what other word to use. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happy single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay, it's coming together already. So I get the sense that, somebody could be walking away from this relationship, but the other person isn't ready to let go, and they can come off as clingy. You know what I mean? It's like, this person could be dealing with abandonment issues. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, so and one more, heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling Lost, grieving, mourning. Yeah, so we have a breakup situation here, or a relationship coming to an end, but for whatever reason one person just isn't feeling it anymore, and the other person is just like, no, please don't leave me. But I get the sense it might not, for some of you anyways, it's not coming from a place of love, it's coming from a place of not wanting to be abandoned. Okay. So now so for the overall energy, again, I mean, this kind of ties into that. I feel like the person who's being clingy, doing that separation anxiety, could be coming off as immature and childlike. You know what I mean? For some of you guys, it could be that you have a child with this person, or this could be representing that immaturity, and I get the sense, you both want that stability, you know what I mean? This can also represent, the King of Pentacles can also represent a masculine, a masculine, masculine earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Or it could just be like the overall energy, like I said, of, wanting to work, wanting to have that stability, wanting that, strong foundation, okay? Now, let's see what is crossing things. Okay, yeah, so you have this like unrequited love. It's like, I forget, it's like you guys aren't on the same page. You both are at different points in this relationship, okay? Wanting something better, wanting something less, you know what I mean? Just, you guys just are not on the same page, is for what I'm seeing. And it may come off as, one person cares more than the other, one more person loves more than the other. But be careful. I will say that, interesting. This goes with what I was going to say, by the way. So for where things are headed, the current path you are on is the Runner. And, they wanted it quickly. But not like quickly in like a negative way, like fastly, quickly, and Runner and codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So I get, yeah, so I keep saying that. Sometimes my thoughts cannot keep up with my talking, so I get tongue-tied a lot. But what I'm trying to say is, like, this person can come off as heartless, I want to say, just because they're not feeling it, and I feel like the person that's clinging on, it, like, please don't leave me, don't go, it's coming off as clingy and needy, and this person is just, like, not having it. But like I said, the person that's being left is dealing with like abandonment issues. And when you have a situation like that, it's so hard. Like, communication is key, I feel like, for some of you anyways, like to sit down and be like, hey, I know, you don't want to be abandoned, but this relationship just isn't working out, my heart's not in it anymore, and then in the modern time, people don't really stay friends with their exes, you know what I mean? It's like, even if you've grown to care about this person, and you're one of those cases where you can be friends afterwards, it's just, maybe this person just doesn't have very many people they can count on, so when they're in a romantic relationship, they hold on tight and become, can become extreme. It is unhealthy. Why did I pull the Runner? I just realized I messed up, but it is true for this situation. This does belong here. That's so crazy that in my mind I pulled that one instead of that one. Just, it's just like this person really wants to get away. you know, they don't want to be committed to the situation, you know. And like I said earlier, because the child did come up, some of you guys might have a child with this person, which complicates things all the more, you know what I mean? So be careful. But yeah, the runner, it does resonate with this situation, even though I didn't mean to pull from that. Subconsciously I did. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over your messages. Okay, so Seraphim Surface, relax and open up to source. Keep your heart open. Okay, relax and open up to source. So some of you guys might need to meditate, okay, or find something that calms and relaxes you. You know, it's not necessarily an escape, but like a mental break. You know, and to give yourself that mental break, you know, engage in something, you know, creative, that's creative to you, something that, you know, a hobby. But meditate, if you're somebody who likes meditation and yoga, that is definitely a way to go. Okay, and then we have Archangel Gracissa. Create a solid spiritual foundation and be in service of the planet. So spiritual foundation is very important, okay? And for me, this is like, you know, your belief system, your morals, your code, you know, what you feel strongly for, and then follow that. You know, build your foundation on top of that and whatever you're doing, and then stay true to yourself, stay true to your beliefs, okay? And as in being service to the planet, you know, we all have lightness in us, okay? Even in our darkest hour, that lightness isn't always, our light never extinguishes. Okay, the way I see it, we all have lightness and darkness in us. Okay, sometimes our light is stronger than our darkness. Sometimes our darkness is stronger than our light. But that lightness and darkness is always there. Always. You know, you have to choose to be the person that you want to be. So what I'm trying to say is, regardless of how dim your light is or how bright your light is, share it with the world. You know, help that light grow, help that light spread. You know what I mean? Be a service of the planet. You know, whether this is making somebody laugh, you know, putting a smile on somebody's face, sharing your experience, you know, whatever it is, okay? And then we have Archangel Malroy. Remember who you are. Take action when you are ready. So there's something about the past or the divine that you need to tap into, okay? You know, remember that wisdom. Remember who you once were. Remember those beliefs that you had. Because for some of you, you know, it's talking about your spiritual foundation. You know, it could be that once upon a time you believed a certain thing so strongly and you got away from it. For some of you guys, I feel like this could be very spiritual. Like you are dealing with something spiritually. Okay. You know, and this is for your romantic readings. So I feel like, you know, maybe you're being too harsh with this other person. Like if you are especially if you are the runner and not the codependent one, you know, clinging on. I just feel like, you know, this is just one of those situations that has to do with, you know, the spirituality or the psychological issues. You know what I mean? It's not personal, okay, but the way that things are happening is making it personal, and it is very hard to not handle things in a negative way, especially in modern time. I feel like, you know, there's just so much negativity, so much negative energy in the air. You know, everybody's so quick to snap, you know what I mean? So just, you know, remember who you are and take action when you're ready. Okay, so anyways, that is your guys' reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and there's a link down below if you would like to donate to help support me as a tarot reader. And I am still doing free readings, so if you're interested, my contact information is down below. Okay, so bye guys, and I will see you next time.